What is going on, everybody? Welcome to yet another episode of The First Hour. This is the show where we take a look at the first hour of a recently released video game. And on today's episode, we're taking a look at White Knight, published by Activision and developed by Awesome Studios. My name is Colin from VideoGamesAreDumb.com, home of news, reviews, and of course, the Pressure Cast, the weekly video game news panic that posts every single Monday on iTunes and Stitcher. If you're watching the video, give a subscribe, give a thumbs up, and yes, White Knight. I definitely have been drawn to this game because of its very unique graphical art style. It appears to be simply black and white, but cel shaded as well.
Some nights are just pitch black, without stars, and without sleep. Dirty nights clinging to you like tar. Like this one night, back in 1938. Boston. The Great Depression tsunami was just sweeping over what was left of America. Misery, hunger, despair. Times are hard, they said. Times were worse than hard. And the bar was about to close. As far as I was concerned, this was just another intoxicated day drawing to an end.
Good voice acting.
If only I knew.
So it's a period piece, 1938. Oh, that is gorgeous. Isn't that not gorgeous? Looks like an independent comic. I'm not gonna say Sin City, but I'm kind of saying Sin City right here. A little bit of film grain effect, adding to the overall aesthetic. Oh, that is cool. Appears to be running somewhere around 60 frames a second. That's the moon. The moon is black. Kind of sort of reminds me of Killer 7 in some ways. Or, Killer is dead. Man, I just love it. This is just so unique. Out of course. Like how that sign just said, smoke! We'll find out if this music is original or not, depending on if I get taken off of YouTube for it. It's an interesting way to deliver credits. Whoa, that just looked like pop-in right there. Yeah, that just kind of looks like these things are... Yeah, I mean, I can believe that it's just the light exposing the environment, but it does come off as pop-in. Nah, that's pop-in, come on. That's a shame. Very nice song, by the way, if you can hear it over my dumb voice. Very jazzy. We have a composer. Oh, excellent! So this is original music. Kind of sounds like a female version of Tom Waits, kind of, sorta. I wonder what engine this is running on, if they have people that are in charge of developing the engine, or working on the engine. Here's, there's only 2 actors. Well, you know, I'll say this much. I actually have a bit more confidence in a game that starts with credits. Now, that might just be because they're going for a cinematic atmosphere. Mystic River. Okay. But I'd like to believe that's because they're proud of their work and that they're confident in this game. White Knight! Airing at midnight on your local UHF station. Do kids even know what UHF is anymore? Maybe not. Alright.
The shock was still echoing in my bones, as the image of that girl coming out of nowhere surged back in my mind. Did I hit her? Was she dead? I couldn't remember. Thoughts were spinning in my head. I hope I didn't run her over. I hope she's still alive.
You gotta remember, he is intoxicated while he's driving.
The pain. The terrible pain on my side. And this question. Where am I?
You're in a video game, and you're on the first hour. Yay! Man, I wish I could pull off that look. Get a nice button-up shirt, but I gotta add the sweater, get an overcoat, hat, tie, the works. I wonder how challenging it was for them to do these cutscenes with that color scheme. Very atmospheric, very moody. Despite the pain, using the left stick to walk was still possible. Oh, it's written like a pulp novel. That's pretty cool. I could examine the place using the cross button. I'm sorry, there's no such thing as the cross button. It's the X button. This girl on the road, the impact. I couldn't find her body. The car was on the brink of death. The car was once again on the brink of death. Very spooky. I'm going to assume that I gotta get over to this power generator. What's that? The box seems to be connected to the electric lighting of the street. Well, better go towards the only light source then. No body, no blood. Where did the girl disappear? We have a newspaper now, huh? What does that mean exactly? Ooh, guys, look at this. Oh, wait for it. Ooh, that's cool. Wow, bravo. That is so cool. So the music plays when you're using up and down to select from the options menu. That is a very, very, very unnecessary but welcomed bit of detail. For help, I could rely on the Boston Daily News, which I could check. So this is in Massachusetts, I guess. What, they published this story? Are you a journalist? Who was that girl who crossed the road? I couldn't avoid her, but I never found her body. I couldn't get her despite desperate stare out of my mind, but I was wounded. I needed help. Vesper Manor. Didn't ring a bell. My head was empty and painful. I couldn't read the name. I could read the name Vesper on the mailbox. That name, no. Ever since the commotion, my memory seemed like gone. My memory seemed like gone? Okay. Alright. Looks like they're having a bit of technical issues on those bars right there. I don't know how intentional that is. Doesn't appear to be. Looks like it's just messing up. Going towards the spooky house. See a ghost girl, almost hit her with my car. Time to go to spooky house underneath the black moon.
I was trying to collect my thoughts, but the intense pain was scattering them like a bunch of dead birds.
Scattering them like dead birds?
My fear of being wounded changed into an obsession. Was I about to die?
Let's go towards this, this gravestone over here, because if adventure games have taught me anything, don't go directly towards the door. It's never the right answer. Is that a woman? See a dress. What could possibly be happening here? Ah, she's gone! No, wait, it's a statue. A bird table, nothing more. Bird table? Is that what they really called this? Must be some old world speak. William Vesper, no date on the grave. No date on the grave! I gotta walk around it. Alright. Henry Vesper, relative of the landlord. Okay. B. Norman. This name coming from nowhere was chilling. I understand that he's hurt. I really do. But it, you know, come on, let's start walking a little bit. Margaret Vesper. On the grave, the name Margaret Vesper seemed to challenge eternity itself? What? Who was she? The grave looked as daunting as a forgotten tomb. What a dire way of decorating a garden. Okay. Come on, Slowpoke. Let's get over... Well, you want to sit on the bench? You want to have a little sit down there? No? Okay, let's get you inside the spooky house so that the ghost can get you. Walks like a zombie. For sale. This board looks as old as the house itself. Let's see what this well does. Oh, way to go, Butterfingers! It was quite the drop. The bucket fell down a dozen meters at least. No way to recover it. Thinking this was a premonition was probably just superstition, but I felt definitely uneasy. Felt definitely uneasy? Something about this writing isn't quite clicking with me. This unknown symbol let out a powerful aura. And I have read, you know, pulp novels of the era, and also noir novels that came later, such as Mike Hammer or Jim Thompson. Alright, well, let's just try and go inside the house now. Because I was going to be on the assumption that I go up to the house, and the door is locked, I have to find a key, and the key is located maybe in the bucket or somewhere in the well. The arm came from a marble statue. It's kind of hard to tell. Like, you see how I just missed the stairs there? The camera angle, it's kind of making it a bit difficult to figure out where exactly I am in the camera angle. What's this, the glass of wine? There was still some golden liquid inside the glass. Drink it! Drink it! It's good for you. The glass was still moist, and the chair was overlooking the garden. Someone was there very recently. If that person were to come back, my wound would be the only acceptable reason for breaking in. Not good enough. Let's go all into the house now. Let's all go into the house now. The landlord was out, so the key might be around here. I knew it! I knew it was going. Okay. Okay.
No one around. I was all alone, with my pain growing and some nausea starting up. Don't stop. Think quick. Think well. It was just an accident. It happens. The girl must have made it out alive. I had to make it out alive, too.
Alright, let's read that. No one answered my calls. Either someone was hiding in there, or the house was empty. In both cases, that wouldn't be very helpful to me. I needed a key. Yeah, you do. You do need a key. But where else could it be? I just explored most of the environment right there. Oh wait, is there something over here? What is the benefit to this camera angle? Is it giving me some information? Can't tell. To William Vesper. Under normal circumstances, I would have never tried to contact you. I am an honest woman. I have supported my husband since the blessed day of our wedding, from which 2 beautiful children were born. I have given them the best education I could, but today I cannot afford to raise them properly anymore. We are ruined. My husband's employer went bankrupt. He is traveling from town to town trying to find a job, while I have to beg for food every single day. My 4-year-old son has a bad cough, which is getting worse, and I fear for his life. Nowadays, we can see children die in the streets. Is this still America? I beg of you, who are rich, only a few dollars would be enough. We could work for you. We live in the shack under the best oil sign at the entrance of the slum, by the Graham slaughterhouses. Don't hesitate to come. Martha Keaton. Hope that worked out for you, Martha. No use. That lamp has seen better days. So it's really kind of going old school with the adventure game idea. Very slow moving, lots of objects that you can't use. I'm searching for a key. So, the arm came from a marble structure, but there was no key in sight. Okay, but maybe I have to put it back on there? I don't know. I couldn't help but think that that statue's broken arm. Someone had obviously moved it recently, but I couldn't help thinking it was some kind of discretion. I couldn't help, and then the next sentence is I couldn't help. This is pretty sloppy writing, guys. You know, I'm not gonna say the game's bad because of the writing or anything like that. That's ludicrous. I haven't even gotten really started into what this game is, but that's pretty sloppy work on the writing. Alright, so now he's looking for the keys. Now I gotta go and mess around with all this stuff. I'm gonna assume it's in this box back here. Oh, you can't interact with the box. Alright. The statue was staring at me with a white and hostile stare. A white and hostile stare. White and hostile stare. White and hostile stare. There was probably the key was probably hiding nearby. So it's not there. It's okay. That gravestone doesn't have anything written on it. Gravestone appears not to be able to be interacted with. Henry Vesper, yeah. No key there either, huh? Alright. Let's see. So it looks like Margaret got adopted, I guess is what we're led to believe here. Maybe it's by the bench. No? Still don't want to inspect the bench. I got you, buddy. How long have I been doing this? It's like almost 20 minutes in. Well, there's like a heart over here. You see that heart in the lower left? So I'm just gonna walk directly towards it. Alright, so that's the stump. It's a tree stump. W and S. I would have considered that romantic under other circumstances. There's always a spare key somewhere around here. I agree, buddy. I agree. Well, I guess let's check the, let's check the bucket. I hope there wasn't anything useful inside. Let's check the for sale sign again. We're not getting any key out of there. Okay. Let's check the tree. This unknown symbol, powerful aura, so there's no key there either. Okay. Can I go down this way? Yes, I can. Nothing's really standing out here. Oh, invisible wall. Okay. Well. Yeah, I don't really know, guys. I don't know where to go or what to do. As that is with adventure games, but this guy is walking so slow. I get it, he's hurt. But it's so slow. So slow, slow motion. Speed it up, why don't we, a little bit, eh? You know. I mean, you can only get away with that narrative concept interfering with gameplay for so long. Yeah, okay, there's no key there either. Already checked the thing by the key, you couldn't inspect that. So, well, I'm accidentally going around the wrong way again. Oh man, this is boring. Hopefully it picks up as soon as I find that key. Well, okay, someone was here recently. Alright. Where's the key? Alright, what am I missing here? What am I not observing correctly? Alright, so these planks have fallen down, so maybe I can swing around to that side of the building and find the key. I'm gonna try and walk up here. Alright, walk to the right. Okay. Okay. So there was no point to that. Alright. Invisible wall. And invisible wall again. You noticed footprints. These are the footprints, right? Yeah, okay. It's just like there's two dots there. This is not a good way to start off an adventure game. No, bad. You don't want to do that. Wait. Okay, so that was nothing as well. Congratulations, everything is nothing. Nothing matters, and what I'm expecting. Okay, it's your game. You do what you want to do. I mean, I honestly can't tell what's footprints and what's not, because there's a ton of scattered stuff. I can't even see where my guy is, because he blends into the background too much, even with that outline. He's slow! He's so slow! You made a bad choice to start off your game like this. This is not good. You apologize. Well, you don't gotta apologize. That's rude. I shouldn't have said that. So the key has to be around there, because that's the only area where you ever said the key is around here. It was around the bucket, right? No key here. Okay, so he seems to really be focused on the key when I'm in this environment. What? A metallic shard in the dark caught my attention? That's the key, isn't it? That's the key up there. What? What are you talking about, metallic dark shard? What? Where's the key? Where is the key? This is, you are not doing a good job. Look, doesn't it look like there's something glowing over there? Underneath that tombstone? But it's just like, oh man, that name Norman sure is spooky. A metallic shard in the dark caught my attention. What do you mean? What does that mean? Where? Where in the dark? Everything's dark. The whole game is dark. Where in the dark are you talking about specifically? Are you talking about the dark by this tombstone? The dark that's in front of the house? The dark that's underneath the tree? The dark? No bueno. The key was probably hidden nearby. Okay. Let's get this going a little bit. I mean, this would be okay. Wouldn't be great. But this section would be a lot better if he wasn't moving as slow as molasses. It's painful to watch this hunk of junk slump back and forth slowly through isometric viewpoints. Okay. Christ. Over 20 minutes going on here. It has to be over here because he said the metallic shard caught his attention. But the metallic shard, of course, would probably mean the key. But if he's standing right there, it would stand to reason he's looking like right at this direction, right? So what if I keep walking over here? Will I find the key? Where is it? It's got to be over here. Is it behind him? Behind this tomb? Oof. Alright, White Knight. This is your time. You've got to do something. You've got to make it a little bit more clear. I mean, if you're going to have an adventure game, by all means, you know, make it a little obtuse. I get that. That is one of the qualifications to what an adventure game is. But when every single part of the game is as dark as night, it's hard for anything to stand out. That's a mistake. It's one or the other. You have to pick one. You have to. I mean, he says the bucket. He's like, oh, it's got to be around here. He's talking about a piece of metal over here. Well, I can't get my bearings down because the camera moves once again. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, White Knight. And what else do I do, right, guys? Like, what else do I do? Look up a fact? You know what I mean? There's only so much you can do. I mean, this is comical at this point. So it's not here. It's not there. It's not over by the bucket. It's not over by the tombstone. It's got to be around here somewhere. Well, duh. Where is it? Spell it out. Holy crap. Yeah, you know what? Just tell me. Can you just tell me? Oh, that's nice. There you go. There's a manual for you. Still really good job on the music here. I think that's very cool. Having the music interact with the menu. Look, there's like these dots over here. What do these dots mean? I can't tell when he's reaching for something or when he's just slumping over in his animation. This is hell, guys. This is hell. This is video game hell right here. Where nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Where else do I go? I will point. You know, the key was probably hidden nearby. There is something metallic distracting him from the center. That would stand... And I can only observe that from this angle. It seemed someone had moved the statue. What are you talking about? Is that supposed to be footprints? What's footprints? Move the statue? Do you want me to look at the statue? What do you want? What do you want? That's insane. That's insane. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. No. No points. No points. You should have had that statue moved from the moment I very first looked at it. Not the very first time, but the moment I came back after looking for the key. Inexcusable. That's outrageous.
I had the feeling I was about to desecrate a sanctuary, to open the door to a world I didn't belong to. But whoever lived in there, they would understand. I needed help. Anyone would understand that.
You do need a lot of help. Alright. Now that that poorly executed moment is over, let's see if the game can recover. Because that was awful. That was absolutely awful. If you got it right on the first try, good for you. 2 brownie points. I can't be mad at that. My experience, not doing so hot right now. Love the graphics. Love the music. I'm liking the period it takes place in. Writing is pretty, you know. I can't believe they did that. That was... Alright.
Getting somewhere safe.
Fresh start.
That's all that mattered.
Gonna just look at this game.
As the doors opened, the mansion seemed to react to my presence. There was a smell. Like a cornered animal. The smell of fear. And yet, I entered the place. Because I had no choice.
I entered the place.
I was praying to find a phone or some help. I didn't even bother wondering what happened to prayers when they reached the wrong door.
An interesting line. That was chapter 1. Alright, gonna give it a fresh start. Gonna stop complaining about that early section. We're gonna see if it can hopefully regroup itself. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I want to. Because so many of these ideas speak to me personally. So, let's find out. Alright, so I'm back in control. Nope, back into a cutscene now. Phone's gonna be dead. Oh,
Hello?
shows what I know.
Hello. I need an ambulance. Can you hear me? I need help.
What happened? This cold. The darkness around me. I was usually not afraid of the dark. But there, on that day, I remembered I had a matchbox somewhere in my jacket. The urge to light a match was growing with every new chill running down my spine.
In my pocket, I found a box of matches. I could get some light using the circle button. Oh, neat. Cool. Who answered? I couldn't forget that sound. Oops, what do we got here? Buki, that one with the dark hair, was dominating the room. Who was she? I was hoping to find more, but text disappeared. A peaceful landscape, the kind of place I would have loved to be. wonder if these matches just last forever until I, like, throw them away or something. Seems like that. There's really no indication of the match running out. Suffocating is... oh, this is written in 1911. Suffocating in its useless illuminations and frills, the mansion doesn't have the greatness benefiting a fortune like the Vespers. It's the work of a degenerate romantic. It's like a stain in this century. It's like a stain in this century? I ordered the flower beds on the east side of the garden to be removed. They made moving around complicated, and in summer their scent was unbearable. I didn't talk about it to Henry, and he was quite upset. For the first time, I think I saw something like rage in his eyes. For a few seconds, he did look like a man. And then he shut himself back in his melancholy and played the piano all afternoon. His jazz again. This stupid music which reeks of debauchery and misery. Don't quote me on this, but I don't believe the word jazz was popularized by 1911. Don't quote me on that, okay? I believe the correct term was jazz. G-A-S-S, but it sounded too much like ass. Literally, that's what they thought, so they changed it to jazz. I don't think that really got popular until the later part of, you know, like, the 1910s. Don't quote me on that, but I could be mistaken, but I remember reading about that. Oh! He just stopped using the match. I didn't do anything, he just stopped using it. What? So some of them are just bad matches? That's random. Let's see if there's anything on this desk. Once again, 1911. William is 7 today. He, with Henry, running after the servants in the garden, dressed up like monsters from space. Okay. Games, always games. The mansion is all upside down, and their yells gave me an awful headache. I'm now clustered in the office, unable to even pray. Henry's fantasies keep William from his great destiny. I have to bring him back to me, and this will be my only chance to make a man out of him, to make him embrace the Venter Cross legacy, to show him the way. Henry is a dreamer, and he has no ambition whatsoever. He can't teach him anything. Behind every great man, there is a great woman. Nonsense! Women should be on the front line. That is where the opposite brought us. I have no illusion about how little power the world is leaving in the hands of women, but William is strong. He is the future. I will act through him, and may night finally fall upon this house. May William stop running after deceiving lights to find the place he deserves in this world. Okay. Monsters from space. Huh. A boy with religious dress. A house full of old traditions. Seeing the woman with the church candle, I wonder where God was. I was wondering where God was? What the hell does that mean? A box full of old science books. Closed. I was locked on this side. Huh, alright. Be somewhere around here. Already looked through there. Yeah, I already read that. Maybe on the opposite side here. Must be something to explore. Alright, more matches. Maybe something in here? Nothing special about that wardrobe. Well, yeah, because he didn't open up the closet. So, okay, alright. Too dangerous to walk without the light. Alright, well, let's get this, our slow motion hero over to the door. Can I inspect this at all? Oh, I can. A soothing aura was surrounding this lunar goddess statue. The small statue of a lunar goddess that stood in the parlor felt like a comforting presence. Oh, is that a newspaper? I can pick that up too. The time came when we stopped counting. This is 1938. We stopped counting how many companies closed in the past 9 years. How many unemployed and families ended up in the streets, forced to live in slums around our cities. We stopped counting all the commodities wasted because nobody could buy them, thrown to the sea or burnt. We stopped counting how many of our business partners fell with us. It was 9 years ago, on October 29th, 1929, born from the sick and speculative belly of America, the crash would throw the world into the storm and darkness. We are still here, but we lost faith. And we stopped counting because there were just figures. Because today, they make us feel nauseous. Dawn seemed far at that time, and today, some think they can see the sunrise. They seem to forget night and darkness are always out there somewhere. Okay. Night and darkness are always out there somewhere. It's bound to be in some hemisphere. Oh, God. What's this thing? Can I inspect this thing? There we go. Some African mask. A wooden face without a soul. Yeah. We got an art critic over here. Can I pick up anything? Oh, it's the phone again. Woo boy! This game is pretty slow. Alright, that door is locked too. Alright, ran out of matches. Back some books. Encyclopedia. The edge was hardly readable. Two men on a small boat. A memory from an expedition? A memory? It's a picture.
This is what the night looked like. Limited perspective is as closed as this door.
It's as closed as this door? Come on. Oh, that's neat. I probably could have gotten a lot more done if I turned that light on sooner. This mountain landscape couldn't soothe me. Alright, well, let's see. So if that's not the way... I guess all I really have is this door to go to. Unless there's anything over here I missed. A hat. A man was living there. Wait a minute. A hat. A man was living there. Don't you mean a man was living here? Whoever lived here had a special taste for alcohol. These boots had been used very recently. Oh, there's a light I can turn on. The armchair looked comfortable. I could get some rest and save my progress. Oh, thank God! Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because maybe he'll stop being such a whip and actually walk. So this is how you sit down. Interesting. Yeah? I'm here. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, I could run using the square button. Oh, thank God. Spooky spirits haunt me. Alright.
Who was it? Or what was it?
I saw a surreal woman crossing the door.
And they didn't walk through doors either.
I saw a surreal woman.
Had to be more.
I saw a surreal woman crossing the doors like plumes of smoke. Her out-of-this-world beauty was extraordinary. Was it my imagination? Was she the girl on the road? that would explain why there was no body.
Badly wounded than I thought.
So now I can open up the door? No. Still can't open up the door. Okay. That'd be something I can do here. Okay. What, someone turned off the light? Alright, I'll turn the light back on. What, that match didn't work? That match was a bad match, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I do like adventure games. I really don't mind this as much now that I can run around. Oh, the door is open now. Okay. Alright. Mother's shadow will never go away. I understand it now. Calling them ghosts would still be too noble. It is a filth that strives in the darkness like flies on manure. As long as I'm alive, they will never go away. Okay. Okay, let's get right inside here. What? Where'd you lose your light? A portrait of a woman had been cut with a knife. Spooky. Sheet music was taken away from that glass case. Okay, so that's the sheet music referencing the piano-playing husband. I am so tired. Father ordered several leather club chains from a Quincy craftsman. They are perfect. It is one of the few places where I can rest and think. Margaret wouldn't touch them, and I have no idea why. Maybe because they are marked with a sun, which made her blind. I don't know. I am just happy they are here. Thank you, Father. So, someone was blind, alright. A copy of Debussy's Clair de Lune. You might say, what is Debussy's Clair de Lune? Don't worry. Once it starts playing inevitably in this game, you'll recognize it. And if you don't, did you ever play Evil Within? Because that song is all over the place. What is going on here? With some of the matches don't work? Well, then give me half the matches. Oh my god. The globe was covered with scribblings. The gramophone could only play Silent Dust. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Or, it was.
I decided to accept her presence. After all, from all those weird things I had seen that night, she was the only one who hadn't tried to kill me.
Must be referencing the past. Well, I guess we got to see that text for half a second. What? Oh, that was kind of scary.
This thing looked like it was reaching out from some fairy tale. The kind of stories in which kids get devoured by some witch in a dark forest. Was it real? Delusion or not, I tried not to think about it. Only a madman can think mad things.
This is really bad writing. Like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to, like... Yeah, I'm getting frustrated by the early parts of the gameplay. Right now, I think it's fine. Now that I can run. But the actual dialogue and a lot of this writing is just awful. Just bad. Dear friend, for the lack of sleep erodes your sanity as well as your memory, I hereby decide to put the kitchen key in this book of recipes Father loves so much. It is in the library and won't move from there, which will prevent you from having to make extra keys again. Please start by trying not to lose this note. Your devoted servant, yourself, William. Whoa! The menu for dinner seemed to be a good 20 years late. So I won't be able to get in here.
Look like. Limited perspective is as closed as this door.
Repeating dialogue now. Okay, alright. Oh, yeah, the door won't open. Okay, alright. Oh boy, okay. What is this? Did I pick up more matches or something? Oh. Try and turn the light on here. Oh, the light just doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Alright. It has been a year already since Sarah died of pneumonia. A few months after Winterstone became disabled following her heart attack. They were my only true friends. Today the house is empty, like every day filled only with more echoes of these things I don't want to hear anymore. Oh my god, it's such bad writing. Oh, I miss Father so much. I still see him playing by my side. I see him put his hands on the piano keys, humming as he was playing music. I think about leaving, but then I wonder, what would that change anyway? Night is everywhere. She would find me. First I have to make my big plan come true and learn how to live again. I listen to Jack Hilton's Wonderful You and I realize I've never had anyone to play with. This is what I need. Some company. A companion. The city is so close. I guess it is time to leave. They have electricity and light there. Well, apparently you don't got electricity here. Let's call an electrician. You got a friggin' mansion. You can figure it out. A landscape frozen in time. Quite like the faces around it. Oosh. P.U. Ooh, a log. That will start a good fire. One log, please. I need more wood to start the fire. Okay. Oh. Well, that won't do. I guess we better go look for more wood. Go through the curtain. Gotta be some wood around here somewhere. Maybe in this box? No, you can't search the box. Man, these matches are going out in record time now. Ooh, is that a light switch? Oh, very good. These economic royalists complain that we seek to overthrow the institutions of America. What they really complain of is that we seek to take away their power. Our allegiance to the American institutions requires the overthrow of this kind of power. In vain, they seek to hide behind the flag and the Constitution. In their blindness, they forget what the flag and the Constitution stand for. Ooh, that is bad writing. You do, Now, as always, they stand for democracy, not tyranny, for freedom, not subjection, and against a dictator by mob rule and the overprivileged alike. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Did she really write that? Because that's awful. That's awful. They seek to hide behind the flag and the Constitution. In blindness, they forget what the flag and the Constitution says. It's like, oof. I mean, I don't care. Oh well, this Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And this old boy, Boston, the home of the bean and the cod, where the Lowells talk only to Cabots, and the Cabots talk only to God. Alright. Whoop. Something's happening. Can anybody see what's happening? I can't even see what's happening. Okay, that was something. In these troubled times, one would dream about the glorious past of our city. and about the founding fathers who built and strengthened its walls. They would be the Boston Brahms, the bigwigs, the businessmen, lawyers, and soldiers whose sense of morality helped draw the lines of the city and gave it a soul. And what a soul! Without them, Boston would be one of those many little towns of the East Coast. Thanks to them, in less than a century, it became the major economic, financial, and cumulative center, cultural center we all know. And while we can see those who would build the century to come, the newly graduated from Harvard, symbol of the city's purest of excellence, let us keep in the mind the spirit of the pioneers, whose clear speech, inherited from New England, still sings in T.S. Eliot's poems and the voice of Katharine Hepburn. 8 years ago, Malcolm Nicholas resigned from office. He was the last of the Brahmins, the last Republican to hold the mayor's office, but it is still here. This noble blood, which built roads, schools, churches, courthouses, and hospitals, an economic crisis, no matter how dire it is, will never wash away their dignity. Yeah, it's spook. Oh no, it's spooky. Whoa, what? It just says what? It just. Was that supposed to be scary? That was not scary. Is that really supposed to be scary? Oh no, White Knight, you ain't looking so good. Why I have to start all the way over here again? Wait. I have to pick up all the newspapers again. Oof. No, I don't. I guess those newspapers are just always there. Okay. Ooh, no, they're gonna make me... Alright.
Help me.
Okay.
Who was it? Or what was it? In my world, women didn't glow like the moon. And they didn't walk through doors either. I had to be more badly wounded than I thought.
I had to be more badly wounded than I thought. I don't know what to say to some of this dialogue, guys. Seriously. Ah, so scary.
This thing looked like it was reaching out from some fairy tale.
Like it was reaching
the kind
out.
Of stories in which kids get devoured by some witch in a dark forest.
Some kind of fairy tale. Some witch.
Delusion or not. I tried not to think about it. Only a madman can think mad things.
Alright. So he actually can't, like, mess with anything. How would this match start? Oh, there's the other log. I didn't even realize. Well, just put the wood in there. Don't worry, we have 2 pieces of wood. Oh, that's cool. So, fire is a separate color for the rest of the game. I'm not actually sure what this... oh, I get it. I gotta open up the door. Not the door, the little cabinet here. Alright, so what's inside here? What? So I probably need that record for the record player. Couldn't hurt to just read a little bit of this diary entry. In September 1934, during a concert at the Red Bait, we met Jim Eltzer, a producer, Erdzerger, a producer whose label, Two Roads, is becoming prominent. After the show, he tells me that I have a marvelous voice, and that my Norwegian accent brings something unique to the African-American jazz music. That is enough to get the attention of amateurs and curious listeners. I have to admit, Norwegian jazz singers are not that many, but I can't really believe he would hire us. But he does. He suggests that we name the band Selena and the Frozen Sons. I am being paid for singing. Everything looks so simple. Dad used to say that anything can grow in California. I feel like a flower finding its way through the snow. But my parents are not happy for me. I think they are homesick. But I am 22. Life is an adventure, and I don't know much about life. I know nothing of pain, for example. Everything changes. Okay. I know nothing of pain! How much time do we have here? I think that might be it. I think we might be coming to the close right here. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode of the first hour. Should you pick up White Knight? If you're watching this and you're thinking I'm being too hard on the game, then yes. If you're watching this and you're going, wow, this is boring, then no. I'm curious to keep checking out the rest of the game because honestly, I like jazz music. I like noir. I like period pieces, so of course I'm going to keep checking this out. But what you should do is check out more episodes of the first hour on YouTube. Thumbs up and subscribe, and listen to the Pressure Cast every single Monday on iTunes and Stitcher. That's going to do this. That's going to do it for this episode of the first hour. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.